Hello everyone, Salty here with another StarCraft 2 cast. Let me say congrats to Flying Fool on winning that beta key real quick. And this is going to be a 4v4. 6 players spawned as zerglings. Sorry, not zerglings, zerg. And then it'll be me right here as Terran. And the 8th player is Jindo as Protoss. This is a really quick game. Everybody calling out their builds. One saying 8 pooling, another one I think goes 13 pool. Yeah, 13 pool. So all 3 Zerg players are going to put on really early pressure, and that's going to be extremely hard to deal with unless they get some kind of scout out. That's the only real way to counter any kind of early rush is just scout. If you have an extra SCV or drone or whatever, just throw them out there and take a look at the bases real quick, because if you see a spawning pool going down right now, like this guy right here, that's extremely early, and then you know there's going to be pressure. You can put up spine crawlers or bunkers or whatever you need. And I'm actually going to go a real early factory build and pump out lots of Hellions, because I know I'm going against a bunch of Zerg players, and one of them's going to go ground units, probably Zerglings, so I know I'm going to want those Hellions. I don't know if you want to call it seeing the future or what, but so I haven't tried this build before. It's going to be real slow and real sloppy in this game, but basically you're going to see me put down a barracks, and it's going to build a reactor, and then a factory should be swapped down at the same time, and as soon as that reactor finishes, you can swap it with the factory, and then you have, you know, a factory within a reactor extremely early. Of course, I mess up and I cancel this thing, so it's going to be a little longer, like I said, than it should have been. It worked really well in this game. I'd love to try it again, but we'll just see. And so we have one spawning pool about halfway done. Red's is finished and he's already pumping out Zerglings, and blue is finished and also pumping out Zerglings. All of them moving to the left. You see yellow here blocking off this expansion, this ramp right here. You don't want to do that, because on this map, which is currently the only StarCraft map that's 4v4, on this map, this expansion is completely blocked in by your base. The only way to get there is to go through the main base. So he kind of screwed up there. He should have been walling off over here, which he's now doing a little late. Not going to really matter in the end game, I guess. But look at this. These Zerglings already running in here, pushing real hard. He does have spine crawlers on the way, but they're just so late that he's going to destroy all of these drones, and there's not much that thing can do. Ow. I never realized how hard they got hit. They've only got a few Zerglings right here, and that spine crawler finishes on top of a queen, so that rush isn't going to go very well, and even more Zerglings coming in to reinforce that. But since they got those spawning pools so early, look at this huge, massive Zerglings just coming right back into the fight. And there's the factory. It's going to jump up and sit right on that reactor. I'll be able to get double Hellions out. And you see one of the Zerg players calling out Banes. He sees that Baneling nest. That's a really important thing, is to call out when you see something like that so we can counter it. Look at that. There's nothing they can do at this point. And is that queen going to go down? She's got 26, 22, 19. I think she is. I don't think there's much else they can do. And finally, Zealot's coming in here to try and clean out these Zerglings. We'll see what happens. Oh, they stayed around way too long, and that whole rush just got taken out. But look at this, even more Zerglings still coming in here. And now I'm pushing out Hellions, and they're going to hit from the south. So at this point, all the players doing what they need. Purple has a huge army here. I'm not sure why he hasn't moved with them, since, you know, everybody else is still hitting, killing the Zealots. I guess it's one of those micro things. This is a Diamond League match, so everything you see here, I mean, technically it's supposed to be high-level players. I haven't seen that too much, and I'm not sure where Zeeth is going with that. But look at this huge Zergling army, all speedlings pushing out to the south. That north attack did a lot of economy damage. He's still pumping out drones. He doesn't have any kind of army, really. So that was a really nice attack. And now I'm pushing out with my Hellions. Tons more coming on the way. I mean, I have plenty of extra minerals at this point. And so all these speedlings flying in here, they really should be going straight to the drones, but for whatever reason, he hits the pylons. So I take all my Hellions, and these guys are just roasting these probes alive. Those shields doing almost nothing. And, you know, continuing to pump out those Hellions is really important. Yellow calls good game and leaves. We run in here into a queen, a bunch of drones, even a spine crawler. But, you know, at this point, the damage has been done. We harassed Orange. He's dead in the water. I've got tons of Hellions still coming in. We got 2 more coming to reinforce this army. And they have nothing at the moment, really. You know, Blue is just kind of sitting there. Everybody's still pumping drones. So at this point, it took 7 minutes to end the game, really. It'll be a little longer before everybody leaves. But that's how you do it. If you're going to rush, make sure the entire team is on board. If you want, you can have one person tech up so that they're ready to deal with those late units. But if you're going to hit early, you really need to hit hard and do it right. If it's not going to work out, get your units out of there and just save them the misery of getting whacked off by some kind of evil zealot rush or kind of counter like that. And look at that, even expansion, 2 expansions over here. A lot of 4v4 games, you see people will just tech up and go for those really, really early expansions because nobody, I guess, expects a rush because there's 4 whole players. But if you do it right, like these 3 Zerg players and I did, you can do some serious damage and even end the game within 10 minutes. And look at that. Oh, a whole bunch of Zerglings here, but these Hellions obviously outrange them. They're going to do almost no damage to my Hellions, and it's just a little Zergling kebab. And at that point, everybody leaves the game, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. All kinds of action always going on in 4v4 games. They're a little bit harder to cast just because of, you know, so many things happening on the map at once, but they're a whole lot of fun, and hopefully you guys like these. I'll be doing some more casts probably as the beta goes along, so thanks for watching.